Hello and good evening, everyone. The Emirates Stadium provides the setting this evening as Arsenal welcome Everton for this Premier League encounter. For Arsenal, the past 7 days have been packed with important fixtures in two different cup competitions. Midweek, they travelled to Germany in the Champions League and secured a hard-fought 1-1 draw against Bayer Leverkusen. Last weekend, a much-changed side progressed in the FA Cup by defeating Mansfield Town 2-1 in the fifth round, showing the depth available within Mikel Arteta's squad. Everton arrive in London after a rest period of 10 days since their last game, which was a 2-0 home victory over Burnley. They'll be looking to continue their push to remain firmly in the hunt for a European place next season, and will be buoyed by a very impressive away record that should give them hope that they can get something from this game. With Arsenal chasing the title and Everton eager to collect valuable points, the stage is set for what promises to be a compelling Premier League contest here at the Emirates. Team news: and Mikel Arteta rotates his squad after Arsenal's trip to play Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League. Kai Havertz starts up top while Madueke looks to be starting from the left wing. Riccardo Calafiori also comes in for Piero Hincapie at left back. Everton make two changes with Jared Brathwaite and James Tarkowski both out. Michael Keane starts alongside Jake O'Brien at centre back with James Garner in at right back. Kick-off, the referee glances across the Emirates Stadium, checks his watch, and Everton send the ball forward to begin the match. The visitors employ their familiar up and over kick-off routine immediately, launching the ball high into Arsenal's half. The ball bounces awkwardly, and for a brief moment Beto looks as though he might break through, but Arsenal recover quickly and clear the danger before it develops. The opening exchanges are physical and competitive. Declan Rice loses one early duel in midfield after slipping and momentarily losing his boot in the process. Gui arrives late and catches him with a clumsy stamp. It looks painful, but Rice quickly waves away concern and continues. Arsenal respond immediately by accelerating the tempo. A free kick just outside the Everton defensive block offers the hosts an opportunity to load the penalty area, but instead they take it quickly. Kai Havertz darts down the left channel and attempts to deliver a cross toward the penalty spot. Jake O'Brien, though, tracks the run well and manages to clear the danger. But Arsenal recycle possession and force the first corner of the match. The corner routine is clever. Rather than floating the ball directly into the crowded 6-yard area, Arsenal take it short and pull Everton defenders out of shape. Madueke receives the pass on the edge of the box, cuts sharply inside and unleashes a low shot toward the near post, but Jordan Pickford is alert to save. The Everton goalkeeper drops quickly and parries the effort away, preventing Arsenal from capitalising on their early momentum. The home side continue to push forward relentlessly. Everton's defensive line retreats deeper and deeper as Arsenal press high up the pitch, winning possession quickly whenever the visitors attempt to play out. Riccardo Calafiori collects the ball just outside the penalty area and senses an opening. He strikes powerfully from distance, but the shot takes a deflection and spins behind for another corner. Rice delivers the corner with pace, and Everton initially clear, yet Arsenal refuse to allow the pressure to subside. Calafiori retrieves the loose ball once more. He attempts another ambitious strike from distance, only to see the effort sail high over the crossbar. 10 minutes have passed and Arsenal have already attempted 5 shots. Everton have barely escaped their own half. Arsenal's pressing traps Everton deep, and when the visitors finally attempt to break forward, the ball is quickly intercepted. Zubimendi picks up possession and drives into the box before seeing his shot blocked by Gui. The rebound falls kindly to Bukayo Saka, who tries to guide his effort toward the far corner, but the shot drifts wide. Arsenal, though, come again. Zubimendi this time flicks a clever ball into the penalty area. Saka is arriving at the back post unmarked. The winger directs a close-range header towards goal. Saved! Pickford produces a sensational reflex save, throwing out his arm instinctively to claw the ball away. Oh, and the flag is up. It wouldn't have counted. But still, it was an amazing save from England's number 1, and another reminder of his remarkable shot-stopping ability. 50 minutes into the match, Arsenal have nearly 80% possession. Everton's players are working tirelessly without the ball, chasing shadows and red shirts circulate possession across midfield. Everton have the ball now though, down on this left side. Ndiaye collects the ball and dances past Jurrien Timber with quick feet. He heads for the byline and sends a cross into the centre. It's going over David Raya's head, but he gets a faint touch on the ball. It's going to fall to Dwight McNeil just outside the 6-yard box. Slightly to the right, he steadies himself and fires towards goal. Blocked! Calafiori produces an extraordinary block. Lying on the ground on all fours, the Arsenal defender stretches out a leg in scorpion-like fashion to deflect the shot away from goal. That is an amazing block, and it denies Everton almost a certain goal. The danger is not yet clear though. McNeil again picks up possession halfway inside the Arsenal half over on the right side. He drifts past Declan Rice as if the Arsenal man is not even there. He advances towards the edge of the penalty area, 2 or 3 yards to the right of the D. He's going to try his luck again. It's curling towards the far corner. Raya is at full stretch. He's not going to get to it. Off the post! Can you believe it? The shot strikes the upright and ricochets back into play. Ndiaye is waiting. No! The rebound strikes the Everton man and bounces out for a goal kick. He wasn't able to adjust himself on time. Everton so unlucky not to be a goal up. Arsenal so lucky to be still level. The entire Emirates Stadium exhales in relief. That was a huge moment. Arsenal have dominated possession, but Everton have created the clearest opportunity of the match. That period of play has given the visitors more confidence. Their defensive structure remains compact, yet when they win the ball, they break forward with purpose. Arsenal continue to probe, however. William Saliba pushes forward and delivers a looping cross after being set up by Saka. However, the ball drifts harmlessly over everyone in the penalty area, symbolising Arsenal's frustration as the match approaches the 20-minute mark. Saka and Eze link up well in the centre of the field. Eze advances towards the Everton backline. He slips a precise pass into Havertz inside the penalty area. The German forward attempts to shield the ball from Michael Keane and suddenly collapses to the turf. The referee immediately waves play on. Arsenal players protest furiously while Mikel Arteta gestures animatedly on the touchline. VAR review it and quickly say it was a natural coming together. Replays, however, show Keane standing on Havertz's foot during the challenge. I think VAR have missed that one, and it's going to be a major talking point if Arsenal don't win this. Everyone was so focused on their upper body struggle that the standing on Havertz's foot part slipped past their attention. Arsenal keep pressing, but despite their territorial dominance, they cannot find the breakthrough. Everton remain dangerous whenever they transition forward. Gui launches a dangerous cross towards Beto that just evades the striker's reach, while James Garner then times a perfectly executed tackle inside the penalty area to prevent Rice from shooting. By the half-hour mark, the tension inside the stadium is palpable. Arsenal have the ball, Arsenal have the territory, but Everton are holding firm, and they come forward into Arsenal's half now with the ball. Iroegbunam does well to draw defenders towards him at the edge of the box. He then slips the ball laterally to Dewsbury-hall, who takes a touch before unleashing a powerful strike from inside the D with his left foot. Saved! Raya dives to his left and pushes the ball away to safety. Another reminder for Arsenal that Everton's counter-attacks remain dangerous. The match has settled into a fascinating tactical rhythm. Arsenal patiently circulate possession across midfield, probing for openings, while Everton defend with remarkable discipline. Every blue shirt tracks runners, blocks shots, and throws bodies in front of crosses. Remember, no Jack Grealish, no Jared Brathwaite, and no James Tarkowski today for Everton. Arsenal know they're in a game here. There is that usual Emirates hush over the ground. It's nervy. It has gone a little flat for the leaders since that really positive beginning. Everton are putting in a real shift in defence. Gui catches Saka on the edge of the Arsenal area with a swipe. Arsenal have a decent free kick opportunity from around 25 yards out. Will Rice step up? It's at Real Madrid distance for sure. Here he comes. He hits the wall and Everton survive. Quite underwhelming, to be honest, considering the build-up we were giving him. About 10 minutes before half-time, Arsenal are being forced into a change. It seems Timber can't continue. I think he got injured in that incident earlier where Ndiaye nutmegged him out on the wing in the build-up to McNeil's 2 great chances. Christian Mosquera is coming on for Timber. Mosquera will fill in at right back where he has played before. It's all a bit edgy out there and there are some nerves on display in the stands too. This has been a frustrating half for Arsenal, who are struggling to break down a well-drilled Everton defence. Arsenal have a corner now though to our right. It's hit towards the near post. Calafiori gets there first and flicks it on across goal towards the 6-yard box. Saliba is in there, but it's just a few inches too high for him, and it goes over his head and Everton can clear. It's back up the other end of the pitch, and there's a break now in play as William Saliba is down getting treatment after David Raya cut him with his elbow when trying to punch across. Everton seem to have weathered the early storm and have grown in confidence. The Arsenal attack is not quite clicking. William Saliba looks a little groggy but is carrying on. And there will be 5 added minutes at the end of the half. Deep into stoppage time, Mikel Arteta is animated on the sidelines. This is not going to plan. You can feel that Arsenal are trying to speed it up. They realise if they build up slowly against this Everton team, then they have no chance. Everton look to end the half strongly as Gui has a go from distance. There's not enough on it though to trouble Raya, and he gathers comfortably. And that is the last action of the half. The referee blows his whistle for half-time. This has been an intriguing watch. The leaders are being frustrated by a hard-working Everton side. It's all square going into the break here at the Emirates. Everton have come closest despite Arsenal's dominance. However, despite a nervy half for the Gunners, they will feel they were denied a sure penalty after Keane's challenge on Havertz was waved away. Arsenal have had 13 shots, but 6 of them have been blocked. Everton are putting their bodies on the line. It's a big half coming up for Arsenal. Second half, Arsenal restart the match knowing the title race demands 3 points. There are no changes from either side at the break. Ndiaye intercepts a loose pass and feeds Dewsbury-hall racing down the left channel, but Arsenal scramble to recover as Everton win a corner. Garner swings the corner right into the 6-yard box. Raya scrambles to get a soft punch on it over the heads of all the bodies gathered in there. Beto collects the ball on the edge of the 6-yard box with his back to goal. He spins quickly, fires toward the near post. Saved! Raya produces a magnificent save. The goalkeeper instinctively sticks out his left leg to prevent the shot from going in at the near post. Another great chance for Everton. They're beginning to mount up now, and you feel that they really have to take one of these chances sooner rather than later. Arsenal are living an extremely charmed life. Loose passes begin to creep into Arsenal's build-up play. Zubimendi misplaces a simple pass in midfield, and Arteta leaps up to his feet, clapping furiously in an attempt to rouse his players. Man City fans and players at home must be delighted with what they are seeing. Arsenal will extend their lead to 8 points if it stays 0-0, but Pep Guardiola's Manchester City will get the chance to cut that gap this evening when they face West Ham. And of course they have that game in hand against Palace to be rearranged. And of course there is a small matter of Arsenal having to go to play City at the Etihad next month. So still a lot to play for. Arsenal attempt to regain momentum as they drives forward in transition, linking with Saka before the attack stalls once more against Everton's defensive wall. The visitors retreat into a compact shape once more, forcing Arsenal to recycle possession repeatedly. Minutes tick away and the tension rises. On the hour mark, Calafiori has a shot blocked at the edge of the box after a mazy Madueke run. Saka then spins in the box, but Pickford makes the save, and it wouldn't have counted anyway as he was offside. Substitutions follow as Arsenal introduce Gyokeres and Martinelli in search of attacking inspiration. Arsenal upping the pace now, and the fans in the stadium roar them on. They know just how important a win here today is. Saka finds a rare bit of space over on the right side. He comes in field and then zips a low pass into the feet of Declan Rice, standing on the edge of the penalty area. He can't control it, but it's going to come to Eze standing on the right corner of the penalty area. He's going to shoot first time, left foot. It loops up over the dive of Pickford. It's past the Everton keeper, but wide. Agonisingly wide above the post from Eze. He holds his head in his hands. He knows how close that one was. The Emirates crowd rises to its feet, sensing momentum building again. But still Everton refuse to break. Corner after corner rains into the penalty area. Shot after shot is blocked by a wall of blue shirts. Arsenal continue to attack relentlessly, yet the clock keeps moving. A reminder that Everton have one of the best away records in the Premier League. They've hardly been near the Arsenal penalty area in the second half, but they will still believe they can return to Merseyside with 3 points. They will know that if they bide their time, they can hit Arsenal on the counter. With 20 minutes to go, Moyes decides it's time for some fresh legs up front. It's a straight swap, Barry on for Beto. Everton then win a dangerous free kick, level with the Arsenal penalty area on this left side. Garner whips it in towards the 6-yard box. Barry gets up first, flicks it on with his head, but wide. Oh, that was not far away at all. Raya had come for the ball and was in no man's land. It just hasn't been the Toffees' day today, has it? Oh, well now, Arteta's making a bold decision. 16-year-old Max Dowman has been introduced. The teenager receives a standing ovation as he steps onto the pitch, replacing Zubimendi in a move that signals Arsenal's determination to chase the victory. He's telling that Arteta has opted for Dowman instead of Jesus to try and win the game. Dowman will play wide on the right with Saka tucking in closer to Gyokeres, but they will rotate that position. Dowman has come in field now. He plays the ball back to Rice, who feeds Mosquera out on the right side. The Spaniard plays the ball inside to Dowman again, who passes to Eze, who is a couple of yards outside the D. Eze shifts the ball onto his right foot. He's going for the shot. Saved! That ball was travelling, but Pickford throws himself to his right to make the save, and McNeil just about hacks clear the loose ball. The tempo has been turned another notch up, and so has the energy in the stadium. Dowman has injected urgency into Arsenal's attacking play. He's drifting into space, demanding the ball and linking play with Martinelli and Eze. He's so unpredictable, and that is what Arsenal need, as up to this point they have been laboured and predictable. A ball into the box from Saka is miles away from Martinelli, and the stadium groans in frustration. No doubts about it, Saka has not been himself these past few weeks. He has looked short on ideas, mentally tired perhaps. Arteta has taken his coat off and flung it to the floor. He's heating up inside the Emirates. Arsenal just seem to be taking one touch too many at the moment. Who will step up for them? Dewsbury-hall now looking to break into Arsenal's penalty area. That's a wonderful challenge by Rice to cleanly dispossess him, and Arsenal can break with Dowman down the right wing. Arsenal eventually work it all the way into the left side of the penalty area with Martinelli, who finds Eze just inside the penalty area, slightly to the left of the D. Eze looks at his options before passing the ball to Dowman in the right corner of the penalty area. Dowman's going to shoot first time on his left foot. It's over the bar! The youngster gets under his shot too much. He'll be disappointed with that. At least they didn't get to work Pickford. It's relentless from Arsenal now. Can Everton hold on? There's about a minute left of normal time. Everyone anxiously waiting to see how many minutes will be added on. Raya has the ball, but Everton are blocking all the passing lanes in their press. Eventually, Gabriel has to go long to the right wing. It turns out to be a great ball as Mosquera is in space and can drive into the Everton half, where he eventually wins a throw-in level with the Everton penalty area. Mosquera takes it quickly to Dowman. Everton have switched off temporarily here, leaving the teenager in space. He has time to look up and whips in a teasing cross with his left foot. Pickford thinks he can get to it and comes diving out of his goal on the stretch. He gets fingers to it, but not enough to stop the trajectory of the cross. It comes right up through to Hincapie, who isn't expecting the ball to come to him, so it strikes him on his hip, and the ball that rolls across the goal mouth where Gyokeres is waiting to pounce. Go! Lift off at the Emirates. One of the easiest and quite possibly important goals that Gyokeres has ever scored. Arsenal have done it. And it is that kid Dowman again who was so instrumental. What a cross. Some will say that Pickford was at fault, but players with Dowman's ability know exactly where to put the ball, right on that point where Pickford feels certain he can get to it, but he can't. The Emirates erupts. Arsenal lead 1-0. Relief floods through the stadium as players sprint toward the corner flag in celebration. How important a goal from Gyokeres in terms of the Premier League could that be? Absolutely immense, in my opinion. There will be 6 added minutes. Still time for more drama. Can Everton get the goal that, in all honesty, their play today has deserved? What a difference a goal makes, though. Arsenal now looks so relaxed. The ball runs along the edge of the penalty area towards Martinelli, who shoots first time. Saved! Pickford is forced to acrobatically tip the ball over the bar. I don't think the shot was going in, but Pickford couldn't take any chances. It gives Arsenal a corner and a chance to eat up some more valuable seconds. Arsenal go short at the corner, but it comes to nothing. Arsenal nearly there now. So cruel on Everton, though, who have worked their socks off, but look like returning to Merseyside with nothing. 4 minutes of the 6 added have been played. All those nerves in the stadium have turned to elation. The place is bouncing. Everton are preparing to change. George is coming on for Gui. Everton launch a free kick then into the Arsenal box. Cheers ring out as the home side clear. 1 minute to go. Everton, though, come again. Arsenal still have work to do. Everton have pushed Keane forward, and the ball falls to him on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. He shoots, blocked. No way through for Keane. He was crowded out by a wall of Arsenal players. The ball breaks in the left-back position, and Hincapie produces a committed tackle that gives Everton a throw. Oh, the crowd love that. The long throw comes in from O'Brien, and Gabriel clears, but out for a corner. Surely this is Everton's last chance. They're sending Pickford up for it. Anxious faces in the Arsenal crowd. Nail-biting time if ever there was. In comes the corner. It's an outswinger, and Gyokeres is brave to get his head on it. It loops up in the air, and Martinelli beats Pickford to the header in the right corner of the penalty area. Dowman now races onto the cleared ball and heads it past the stationary Mykolenko. Garner comes across to stop Dowman, but the teenager has passed him in a flash, with Garner left on the ground behind him. Dowman is now in the Everton half, and there's no Everton player between himself and the goal, so on he runs. The Everton defenders are not going to get back on time. The Emirates know what's about to happen. Go! The whole stadium was already on its feet. Now everyone is in the air. Bedlam at the Emirates. Max Dowman taps the ball into the net and runs to the corner to celebrate with fans, teammates, subs, staff, everyone. What a moment we have just witnessed. The goal makes him the youngest goal scorer in Premier League history by some 200 days. Can you believe it? Shortly after, the final whistle blows. Everyone can breathe once more. Arsenal players celebrate the moment with their fans. A vital 3 points. That puts Arsenal now 10 points clear. But of course, Man City have the opportunity to reduce that shortly when they play West Ham at the London Stadium. Everton will be wondering how they haven't come away with something from the game. They had so many great chances and just didn't get the rub of the green that they needed. One final stat about Dowman that has just come to me that sums this kid up. In the game, no Arsenal player attempted more dribbles than him. Only Declan Rice created more chances. Only Gabriel won more fouls. He only came on in the 74th minute. He didn't just get the goal or create the chance for the first goal. He changed the game. But one final note of caution before I leave you. Back in 2006, Arsenal had another 16-year-old prodigy whose name was on everyone's lips. He was even selected at 16 by England to go to the World Cup. That kid was Theo Walcott. The moral being that 16 is still an age of development. Who we are at 24 is more often very different from who we were at 16. So while we can enjoy the magic Max Dowman created today, let's not expect too much from him too soon. It finishes here at the Emirates. Arsenal 2, Everton 0.